Welcome back to Good Moms Bad Choices. I'm Erica.
And I'm Milah.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy hump day, y'all. How you doing?
I'm good. We're back in the studio today.
We finally made it back to the studio. I didn't think we'd ever come back, but here we are.
Have you guys been enjoying our Good Moms in the Wild episodes? We've been doing a lot of more episodes outside, and it's been a nice departure for us, I think, to get out of the space and kind of into our lives. Like, really not just listening to us talk about our lives, but like, hey, this is what I do in the morning. I like to go for a hike.
And then go get Botox. Totally very LA of us. But yeah, it does feel like a invitation into our more personal lives and just into our worlds.
Yeah.
Because we do live outside of this box. I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes we leave this place, not often.
I know. How are you feeling? How are you doing?
I'm good. I feel good. I am, grounding. I think I'm just finally getting into 2024, where before I was like resistant, I was still resting, but now I'm here. I'm here with the rest of the world in 2024, finally. I think I brought in the new year with the Chinese.
I don't know how, but I do know how this always happens. But if you're watching us on YouTube, you'll see that me and Milah are basically dressed exactly alike. This just continues to happen. I swear I can't make this shit up. Like, this is a very specific look also that we...
This is a very specific
This is
look.
very specific.
Usually we're like color coordinating, print coordinating, but today we just full on went Renaissance. And apparently you both got the fucking memo, because if you haven't joined us on YouTube yet, you need to come see us. We're always dressed alike. We always look cute. We're always doing our makeup. And today is a very particular specific outfit that you must see.
I know. I found this at a thrift shop in the Valley, which actually this thrift shop specifically is my it's not a secret because it's very much on Ventura Boulevard, but I've been going there since I was like 15 because I went through a phase of thinking I was an Olsen twin. And yeah, I know. Not like actually, like I didn't want to be them. I just wanted to be rich like them and dress sort of like them.
What was their look? Because I don't really remember.
It was like homeless vintage.
I went to the vintage stage too, but it definitely wasn't because of the fucking Kate and Ashli Olsen.
Well,
I didn't remember them having like any style. I just remember them looking a little dead.
Well, I went to a lot of parties with them because they were
At
in the
Campbell
Valley.
Hall?
Yeah, they went to Campbell Hall and they were at the neighboring private school, and then they would always be wearing they're like super vintagey. Even now, at least Mary Kate, she'll come and always look.
I feel like every time I see them, they look like a little dead, a little tired, like they smoke a lot of cigarettes.
It's Mary Kate.
They always look alike. They always look like this.
No, they don't look alike. They don't look alike. Mary Kate looks not well, and Ashli was always the one that was healthier. It's true. Mary Kate went through a very heavy anorexic phase and was not doing well and was doing lots of cocaine, that it seems.
Welcome to the
And
Valley.
married an old man.
Yeah, like, are they still married?
I think they might be, but who knows? I don't know. He might have died.
It's so dark. Anyway,
that store specifically I went to.
you never said it.
Oh, because I don't want everyone to know about it.
This is the one we go to. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Anyone who lives in the Valley probably knows, but
every now and then you find just like some gems, and I found this one, and I was like, oh my god, is it gonna fit my boobs? And then it did, and it doesn't even like squish them. It actually like is like made for them. See that?
we actually decided this week, you'll be the first to know. You're the first on the streets to know. Breaking news that not only are we going to continue to coordinate telepathically for the rest of our lives, but we're also decided that we are going to dress old-timey at all public appearances that we do together, and that includes birthday parties. So hire us to Joel and dress old-timey at your next birthday party. Bookings at goodmomsbadchoices.com.
It's true. It's true. I feel like I'm stepping into my real retro era. I feel like it suits me. I feel like my body was made for this era.
Mine too. All this shit in the vintage store is usually super tiny. I don't know about these boobs, but we're gonna get them the memo. But this outfit is from Amazon.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good Amazon.
This is a good Amazon find. So, as long as you're searching, you find the looks. Mm-hmm. This year we're going to focus more on our fashions. We didn't really take you into our fashion world, in the first 6 years. But this is the year because I know you're dying to know.
Well, we only have a few more episodes left of this season, so we got to get the fashions in quick.
My fashion is like Martha Stewart, Betty Crocker meets Lola Bunny. What's the bunny? What's the bitch from?
Oh, with the red hair?
Yeah.
Jessica.
Yeah, like Betty Crocker meets Jessica Rabbit. This is where my wardrobes unite. Meets vintage. It kind of depends on what day you meet me, but that's pretty much it. For like frilly, floral, see-through, extreme sex kitten sweater.
I don't know what mine is. I mean, mine is like pinup girl, Maleficent. A little dark.
It can also venture to vampire.
A little vampire-y. Yeah. I like a strong vampire look.
Me too. Like black lip occasionally. Darkness.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Lace.
Yeah. I'm not really a frilly girl.
I like long gloves.
I mean, I can wear gloves, but I'm not into florals per se.
I like florals. So how are you feeling about this season so far?
I feel great. I feel really excited.
What about like this season of your life?
This season of my life?
This season, yes, it's about to end, but I know no one knows, but our lives still go on even when the season stops. And only the people on Patreon will know about that.
Yeah, honestly.
It's a very top secret. And there's a lot of changes being made, so you might want to get over there and figure out what the fuck is going on because lots of things are going on.
Yeah, I feel like maybe on Patreon is where I'll talk more openly about my love life because I don't know if I'm ever gonna like expose my love life again on the internet because
you have trauma.
I feel like it's bad juju.
I mean, I developed my entire relationship on the internet and it worked out just fine.
Yeah.
Not developed my whole relationship. My relationship was actually sourced on the internet, developed publicly, and it worked out.
Yeah, that's your story. It doesn't have to be mine. I think that I don't know.
Why do you think it's bad juju?
Just because anything can happen and things change.
Oh, like posting a nigga and then you have to be like, never mind, not that one.
Like, oh God, I looked really cute in this picture. Why the fuck do I need to unarchive it?
Yeah.
Like, that's really one of my deep conflictions on breakups. It's like when you post a nigga, but then you look good in the picture. And it's like Instagram really needs to create some sort of feature where you can just like crop people out of pictures you don't want to actually take down, but there's a cropping feature.
Do you have any pictures of this?
Or... can you delete carousel photos? I think you can.
No, I don't. I mean, I don't update my phone because I don't like change. You can?
You can if you have a carousel, you can delete certain images.
Whoa, can you show me that? Is that the update?
That's been happening for a while now.
I need to see this.
Yeah.
I have a strong stance that I don't delete pictures.
Like, I'm very upset because my birthday picture, I can't even have my birthday picture on my Instagram feed anymore.
You took it off?
I archived it.
Was it a group photo?
Yeah, it was a solo photo. Well, he was in it, but yeah.
I didn't remember you posting him.
It was me in the bathroom. Him, like, you could barely see him. You see his mouth.
And so you deleted it?
Yep.
The crazy part about us censoring our love lives or whatever, our private lives behind Patreon is that, like, the niggas that really want to be obsessive are going to just pay the $10.
That's fine. But I have questions. I need advice. And I don't need advice from all fucking 50,000 of y'all niggas, okay? I'm going to need a cute little few thousand in my Patreon's advice versus the peanut gallery's advice.
I mean, honestly,
some of y'all are going to give me fucked up advice.
Patreon is like really my only safe space because my boyfriend is everywhere except Patreon.
You don't think he's on Patreon?
No, this boyfriend is not. That's maybe the one place he's not on because he's literally over my shoulder right now as I record. But Patreon is. I'm gonna start asking for advice on there. Duh, I can't even do it really in Discord because
you can't do it in Discord.
I can't even complain anywhere except secretly in Erica's ear.
I posted a picture of my butt on Patreon.
You did?
Yeah, because it looked good, and I was in Europe, and I felt sexy, and I was posting pictures of my sexy pictures in the mirror, and one of them was me turned around with my booty, and my ex must have joined Patreon, and then in a fight he like pulled up the picture and was like, how does this make me feel safe if you're posting your ass on Patreon? And I was like,
how does it make me feel safe that you're on there and I don't even know you're on there?
First of all, it's called a paywall. Second of all, it's an ass.
Did he try to say you're like, now you're OnlyFans?
There's worse things I could post.
Now you're OnlyFans, bitch, because you posted your butt cheeks.
But the thing about it was like, whatever, we're not gonna talk about this man anyway.
This is why
this is on Patreon.
This is a supreme gaslighter. Literally, I had this concept, I had this idea in my mind come up lately, and I forgot to tell people because nobody asked me until right now.
Okay, what?
It's about gaslighters. And it's about men specifically because someone asked me a question about a guy they had like all this sexual like chemistry with. our homegirl, somebody from the tribe, hit me up about Tantra, asking me about a guy that she was having energetic orgasms with, like not even like having sex, but just like coming from the energetic, like, and I was like,
I had that before recently.
Yeah, and and it happens. I just think that women need to be clear, because the right type of gaslighting, nigga,
not the right type.
No, for real, is super, super well versed in women and in manipulation. And most men know from an early age, probably from like 16, that women are easily moved by dick. And you have to be careful, because there's men who will really hone in on their sexual power just so they can manipulate you. And it will feel like, oh my God, he's so sexy. It's so passionate. It is so much chemistry. But really, it's top-notch practice in fucking you over by fucking you. And some guys just do it dumbly. They don't even know, like, they know they're doing it, but they haven't really mastered it. But you have to really be careful of the masterful master seducers.
You're right. There's people that really use that energy, and they really know how to manipulate it and hone it and really harness it to the best of their ability, so that you will be mind fucked and fucked up out here. And then suddenly it's 5 years later and you're still dealing with this nigga, and he's drained the fuck out of you. You're overweight. You have dark circles.
And now he's making you feel bad about it.
And you have 4 different businesses under your name that he started, and now your credit's fucked up. So yeah.
I mean, you just have to be careful of people who study the passion of things and take advantage of your vulnerabilities solely for the purpose of fucking you over. And I feel like that is a thing. So you don't mistake chemistry for gaslighting ass, fake ass, manipulative ass niggas.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, this is what happened. Mine went to dom school instead of going to therapy.
That should have been a red flag. When you ask a nigga, please go to therapy, and instead he goes to the school of doming, that's how you should know. Red flag. This is not even Tantra talking. So
to answer your question, in this season of my life, I'm doing great. Doing a lot better. I'm out of my fucking hypnotism.
Oh God, thank God. You're like Jafar with that stick.
I'm out of the hypnotism. I feel really clear. I feel really healthy. I've been on a cleansing fast, preparing for just the year, and I always kind of do that in the beginning of January. And also I like to go into our retreats kind of feeling really good, as clear as I can. So I'm excited to go out there and just really have mental space for all the energy and all the information that I'm surely going to receive while I'm there. I'm in a happy space too. I'm not going to go into the deep details of my personal life, but I've been seeing somebody, and that's been really cool and unexpected and really easy. And I think we talked about this with Krista about like on our last episode about like how relationships should be easy, and how like earlier, in the middle of last year, I was in a really hard space, feeling like I don't get to write my love story, and that maybe mine just starts off hard and then it gets easier. And then now that I'm out of the hypnotism, I'm realizing no. So I don't know. I feel good. I feel like it's been great, but it's not the focal point of what's happening in my life. Which is good also, because I feel like a lot of times as women, we leave a relationship, we meet a new man, and then we just kind of sweep over whatever it is that like was left over there and not really dealing with it. And so I think me not having sex, me, not always making myself available to this person, and him also not making himself available to me all the time, has created like healthy boundaries so that we can still be proactive in our lives and clear about like what we want separately and then also together. So
yeah, that's beautiful. I think everybody does that. Like you get in love and then you like melt into like the 10-year-old version of yourself, and you just want to be around the person and have
I have to actively resist my obsession. I'm crazy.
Yeah,
I'm actually crazy.
I know.
And like Scorpio energy together is, and I keep attracting Scorpios. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what this lesson is in my life, where I've been attracting male Scorpios for the last like 2.5 years, over back to back, maybe 3 years, back to back to back. And so that energy is really intense. And I think maybe that's like the lesson is like learning how to manage that intensity in a healthy way and like use it towards creativity or use it towards good or use it towards like creating a healthy love space for your relationship instead of it just being seeped in sex, obsession, and longing. Which we love.
Bitches love obsession and longing and sex. And then I think also we surrendered to just like the love, like shiny thing, like all this other things I was doing doesn't matter. This is what matters. And then we like forget, and not forget. It's just like we revert into like this childlike puppy love version of ourselves, like schoolgirl. Mm-hmm. But I also think too, like just thinking about what you said is like the easiness. It's like you have to really be conscious of the things that you ask for and the things that you're manifesting, because I think that's where we fuck up, right? You're like, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. And then they come and they're like 50% of it. And you're like, no, I got to work. It's like, no, you have to trust what you ask for. Mm-hmm. And like, I think sometimes we forget that. It's like the manifesting is a lot of the work, but you kind of have to follow up with the manifest. You can't ask for all these things and then when the first nigga rolls up 35%, you're like, yep, this is it. Yep. I know I wrote this other shit, but God, it's cool. I can't have it all.
He'll get to it later.
Because I think a lot of us are like, I can't have it all. Like, I'm asking for too much. And you're not, you know? And I'm realizing that, like, even right now in this season of my life, I feel very good. You know, I feel like I'm in a very healthy place. And, like, I'm always thinking about what more I can have. You know, we always like going like the next goal. I need more money. I need more of this, more travel in first class. But like, I just feel really content and happy and like family-like and family-driven and solid in that space. And that feels really good because I asked for that, you know? Mm-hmm. So it's just like settling into the space of, I deserve this shit. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to be in a safe space and in like a healthy relationship that doesn't require a lot of worry or a lot of stress, and like just changing my perspective about like really what I believe that I can have and what kind of life I can have and how that feels. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that is like the feeling of safety of like knowing that if you have an argument or disagreement with someone, it's not the end of your relationship is I feel like crucial in the in any relationship, but especially one where you're really trying to build a family. And like you and Orlando have like you like, and Luna loves Orlando and like has come to really, I think, accept him as this father figure in her life. And you too, like I know that's been like an adjustment period for you, kind of getting comfortable with that idea, even though it's what you asked for. But like but when you ask for these things, you don't always think about the uncomfortability that you have to walk through in order to really get what you want, even when it's arrived. Like, okay, he's here. Okay, he wants to do it. Oh shit! Don't tell my kid what the fuck to do. What the fuck do you mean? Tell her, say please. You know, like all these things that you've asked for, and then you're like, oh wait, this requires me to also do some work too, because you want a strong male figure in your household. He's also a good, strong male figure is also going to check you sometimes too in your parenting. He's not just going to let shit slide, you know. And I know that can be. I mean, I can only imagine that, especially when you finally do find someone that you really trust, how like that can be challenging. But also, once you get to the other side of it, how beautiful it is.
It definitely is challenging, just because like a lot of times you want to be like, you don't even have any kids, so don't tell me how to parent. You know, it's just like it requires a lot of checking myself and like really checking back into what it is I asked for and like what does that look like and how can I be in this space in a healthy place. But I think and I said this because I think sometimes we ask for shit, not realizing that it definitely does require that you can ask for shit and write it down, but you actually have to sit in it and think about how it feels. How does it feel if I'm at the register and I don't even have to worry about running the card? Like, what does that feel like? Because a lot of times we're at the register and I'm like, oh shit, God damn it. But like, what does it really feel like? Like embodying the feeling of like what it feels like to embody that living moment, you know, and like that attracts it. But I think sometimes you're writing down like this fairy tale love story, not realizing that it requires work from you. Because yeah, when Orlando first showed up, like within like 6 months, he was like, oh, my daughter. And I was like, ooh, you got to say that? Like, that seems intense. You know, like pump your brakes before you start dropping MDs, you know? But I think I had to check myself and like really kind of just be okay with someone who is okay with taking on the role as a stepfather, and even just the things that I've had to release in that process. And it is like, why are you reprimanding my child and me? Who the fuck do you think you are? But it's taken me like quite literally an entire year plus to be comfortable in the fact that I'm with somebody, and no matter how much you piss me off, we're not leaving each other. And I think that is something that most people, most women don't have the safety to experience. And so I've found myself in the face of conflict wanting to want to be out, because that's my general, like, I don't need you. But being like, damn, I do need you and I want you, and I have to be able to release and let go of conflict and things in order to move past it, because I'm human and I expect you to do the same thing. Because literally holding on to grudges with people that we love, friendships too, literally doesn't serve us at all. It just brings you further away from your friends. Mm-hmm. And it's like the human part of it all, because I think the happily ever after is so often sold to us on TV, but we're not really living it or experiencing it, that it requires like this big, it doesn't have to be big, but it does. It requires this process of getting comfortable and accepting that it's good. Guess who's coming to a city near you?
Us bitches. That's right. We're going back on tour with Confessions of a Good Mom.
Are you ready to confess your dirty little secret?
Are you ready to have the ultimate girls' night or date night? We're hitting Philly, Washington, D.C., Atlanta, New York, Charlotte, Houston, and Dallas. And we cannot wait to turn up with you guys.
If you haven't been to a Good Mom show, it is epic. It is fun. It is debauchery. It is a night of freedom, pleasure, and celebration and connection, and do all the things you wouldn't do Monday through Friday.
We are giving you the ultimate girls' night, the ultimate date night. So bring your lover, don't be shy, and come hang out with us in your city. Click the link in this episode description and do not miss out. We're going to be in Philly on March 13th, Washington, D.C. on the 14th, New York on the 16th, Atlanta on March 21st, Charlotte March 22nd, Houston April 18th, and finishing our tour in Dallas on April 19th.
This ain't like any other live podcast show you've been to, so get your hoochie gear, get your ladies, or come alone and come shake some ass. This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. Honestly, traveling, being a mom, being a businesswoman, I've neglected myself. I've neglected going to therapy just because it wasn't easy. But recently, I've been using BetterHelp, and I can choose any therapist based on my needs, and I can access it anywhere in the world. I literally have no excuse, and there's nothing better than starting the relationship with yourself. I'm fulfilled, I'm aware, I'm mindful, and I'm still keeping up with my day-to-day travels, businesses, and being better at it because I have less anxiety. If you've been thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's literally helped me become my own soulmate. Visit betterhelp.com/choices today and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/choices and get 10% off your first month.
Well, that's beautiful. I look forward to that experience myself. I feel like I've gotten I don't think I've really even gotten that close to it. I've had, guys that have come in and it's so, women are so basic. We see a single moms are basic in ways, right? We see a man that we're intimate with that we kind of like, and he's nice to our kids. And then we literally start imagining a whole fucking fairy tale life. Oh my God, look at him. He's so good. I could just see him doing math homework with her. And then he's going to be there. He's going to catch our first baby at the birthing center. Actually, fuck that. We're going to give birth at home. And then he's
perfect.
He's going to teach her how to ride a bike. Orlando taught my daughter how to ride a bike. He's going to, and I've totally fallen into that trap. I mean, I do it all the time and still now.
We fantasize.
But I've never come close to really that feeling of safety and family feeling with my child. So I want that. I really, really want that for me and for her. So I'm calling that in. And I think that the work that I've done, and also just like the protection of my energy, my womb, is, I ain't fucking nobody until I know for sure that this person is going to be able to provide that type of safety for me and my daughter, and also my family too, because it's like a blending of more than just you and your daughter. It's like if you have the family dynamic, it's a blending of families as well. And I don't take that lightly either. I think my mom has been waiting for that. She's like, when the fuck are you going to bring the guy that like brings the families together? And I'm like, I don't know, Mom. I don't know.
Well, we live in such a time where it's like, do people do that anymore?
They do.
I know, but I think we're so heavily exposed, and like right now for some reason there's so much conversation and like emphasis on niggas not wanting to settle down and polyamorous relationships. And I know we preached a lot of open relationship rhetoric in the beginning of our careers as podcasters, but we're here to say we are married, wife-like women. Okay. Not to say that poly people are not married. I'm just saying that I'm here to tell you, and I'm here to tell you, friend, from a woman who was resistant as hell to safety, even though I asked for it, that you do deserve it. And it is out there. And there is a man who's mature and emotionally evolved who is fun and freaky and actually wants to step up and be a husband and be a father and be a father figure, and is going to support and protect you and, you know, provide for you in ways that you didn't even think of, and like build with you. Like, you deserve that, and it's out there and waiting for you. And I'm so glad that you're in this chapter where you're seeing that for yourself and like separating and really detaching from niggas who are not ready, because it does require that you kind of look out the rear view and be like, I'm out, nigga, to be on to the next and go over that mountaintop and really see the meadows and the valleys and the beautiful like paradise that awaits you. Because I think like a lot of women are sold this bullshit that like no man's coming to save you and your kids, or nobody wants you because you have a kid. But I got news for you, okay? The nigga is out there, okay? And he will rub your feet, and he will teach your kids how to ride a bike, and he will cook you dinner, and he will help, and he will show up for you in the way that you deserve and that you need and that you've been longing for, and the way you see the white ladies live happily ever after on TV. Like, you also deserve that, and you also can have that as long as you are committed to what it is that you know that you deserve, and not bullshitting and fucking around on the fuck around with these fuck arounds.
Are you pointing at me?
No. I was just...
Are you pointing at me?
Just pointing at you, bitch. So if you're wasting your time on a nigga who's not the stepdaddy type, stop scrolling on Instagram with the gender wars and let that nigga go. And, you know, move on to someone who's actually evolved and deserving of you and mature.
Amen. Well, I want to know what the cards hold for me. And
wait, we have a manifestation. Wait. We have an affirmation.
We do? What is it?
My affirmation for the episode is
wait, should we intro that in better?
Okay. So wait.
And with that said, today's affirmation.
I know a lot of women, a lot of my female friends obsess and stress over not having relationships, or the search of, or there not being enough men. And I realized, even for myself, I say I'm stressed all the time. And I saw a meme, and it was like, I'm not stressed, I'm under divine pressure. I'm not stressed, I'm under divine pressure. Because I'm a bitch who says I'm stressed a lot. Like a lot. To the point where I heard my daughter say it, and I was like, oh, God.
Luna said it?
Yeah. So it was just
that titty is stressed. It's stressing me out right now.
This one?
Yeah, it's on the way to coming out.
Let me tug her. Get it back. But I'm not stressed. I'm under divine pressure, because it's just a perspective shift. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of men, you just haven't found yours, you know, and there's a lot of great men. You just have to be open to finding yours and not wasting time on the bullshit. So we're not stressed. Even us, under divine pressure, because any pressure that we have
is divine.
It's so divine because we asked for it. And that's the thing, is like the divine pressure is sometimes the things that we didn't realize we asked for are here, but they're showing up with a little bit of pressure. And now you're like, but yes, bitch, even in relationships that you dream of and you manifest, there will be divine pressure, you know? And so like change your perspective so that when it comes, you're not overwhelming yourself in some bullshit and some illusion that it's negative, when actually it's exactly your dreams are coming true. And that's why it's a little bit of pressure, bitch. You got to make moves. But I have a surprise for you.
You do?
Yes. We've been talking about our love and about manifesting healthy love. And today we have a very special tarot time.
Oh my gosh. Is it Star Magic?
We are going on a field trip.
Yes.
That was so bad.
Yes!
Field trip! So I have a friend downstairs in a Star Magic school bus. And she's here to do...
Tarot time?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We're doing tarot time outside of the studio?
Yeah.
/ in the studio?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go.
Welcome to Tarot Time, and today is a very special Tarot Time because we are joined by a very special guest.
We are on Star Magic School Bus, which we're so grateful for Ashli, your favorite traveling psychic, who we happened to meet randomly in Studio City. Shout out to all the Valley girls in the world who know where the fuck that is. It was 1:11, actually, on the day. And I was walking outside. We had just finished actually our last episode that you guys checked out.
Take a hike, bitch.
Bitch, take a hike, or take a hike, bitch. And I happened to see this amazing school bus parked outside, and it said tarot, it said Reiki, apothecary. I was like, let me go in here and see what the fuck is going on in here. And then I peeked in, and there was this beautiful black woman sitting in here, which if you were from the Valley, you know when you see the black girls, we like, hello, hi. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to come back here. And after we ate, we came on the bus, and we had an amazing reading by you. Thank you. And so, you know, good moms, like what we're good for. We'll come in and be like, hey, so we were thinking, can we shoot an episode on here, or a little segment of Tarot Time? And we're so grateful you said yes. And I'm just so happy to share what you do and this beautiful space that you've created with our audience. So thank you.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here and for this session and for the opportunity to share. So thank you.
Before we start, I just have just a few questions because we didn't even really get to ask you anything.
Right.
How did you get into tarot?
Oh, wow. So I've always been, ever since I was a kid, I've always been obsessed with tarot, magic, astrology, everything that has to do with the metaphysical, esoteric space. And I've always been intuitive. But I didn't necessarily trust my own intuition growing up. And it wasn't until I had... Oh gosh, I would say my first serious dark night of the soul spiritual awakening, or conscious spiritual awakening, which was back in 2018, a little after my Saturn return, actually. It was incredible. Like that first Mercury retrograde, I ran into 11 people from my past in a span of 2.5 weeks. And I got really freaked out and realized the universe was trying to send me a message. And so I guess that really sprung me into my spiritual path, where I found a daily practice of grounding, meditation, journaling, affirmations. And during that process, the meditation really opened me up to start receiving messages and downloads and visions. And I also developed an interest in herbalism and tarot. But really, I got sober that year. So instead of, and it's funny because ironically, I had purchased my first tarot deck the year prior in 2017. So I messed around with it, put it away, and then 2018 happened. All of that happened. And instead of going out for New Year's Eve, I decided to stay home and watch videos on YouTube about numerology. And that sort of spiraled into tarot. And I I just ended up knowing the meanings of the cards, like without even setting the intention of working with them myself, and realized like, oh, I need to do this. And so at first, when I first started reading, I was just offering free readings with the purchase of intention candles that I make. And then people just became more interested in the tarot than the candles, and the tarot just kind of took off. And here we are.
Amazing.
And then you make this beautiful bust?
And then I made this beautiful bust. Yes.
Wow, this is pretty big deal. This is a beautiful bust.
Thank you.
Are you like a DIY queen? Like, are you an interior designer?
This is all DIY. No interior design background, no construction background, just a lot of basically YouTube University.
YouTube the shit out of this, girl.
Yeah.
The bus is bussing, okay?
Thank you.
It is like a little enchanted garden on wheels.
Yeah, that was my vision. And I didn't initially know that I was going to do a bus. Like, it started out with just, like I said, the candles, then word of mouth. Eventually, I ended up reading in shops, like metaphysical shops all over LA. And my first shop experience was really traumatizing. And that's what let me know, oh, I need to create my own space. And being a Sag Moon, I was like, okay, I got to be mobile. I don't want to
Sag Moon.
Hey.
Yeah, this is beautiful. I'm with the innovative girl boss, independent ideas. And this is definitely it, darling. So I'm very honored that you allowed us to come into your space for a little while for an afternoon and tarot us down. It's beautiful. And
it's raining and it feels nice and cozy in here.
And it feels kind of witchy.
Yeah.
We're wearing our witchy outfits because me and Erica cannot help but to match
by accident.
Every week.
Well, shall we get to it?
I think so. It's tarot time.
It's tarot time.
Amazing. Okay, so who's going first?
Jamila. I volunteer you as tribute, my dear.
Got it.
Do you have any specific questions or concerns?
No concerns. I'm just, I know that people are nosy, and I want a love reading. Tell me about my relationship and where it's going and what I have in store, and like babies and things like that. Just put it on me publicly.
Okay, great. I love it. So first I'll ground our energy with this singing bowl. Feel free to close your eyes and take a deep breath. Okay, and Jamila, what's your last name?
Mapp. M-A-P-P.
Mapp. I'll say a quick prayer. Father, Mother, God, Spirit, Universe, my angels and guides, the highest spiritual beings of my ancestors, my higher self, and all divine entities who love me unconditionally. I call upon you for unconditional love, grace, compassion, healing, guidance, protection, assistance, support, wisdom, clarity, and insight now. Thank you for blessing my work with the tarot, and thank you for allowing me to connect with Jamila Mapp's energy so that we receive clear, concise, accurate, 100% truthful, specific messages pertaining to Jamila Mapp's well-being, abundance, prosperity, love, joy, relationships, career, and any other messages you deem worthy at this time. We open up to receive the healing and guidance Jamila Mapp needs most right now, and unconditional love through divine grace of our own free will. So be it. Spirit, please tell us, what does the future have in store for Jamila Mapp's love life? What does the future have in store for Jamila Mapp regarding love? What does the future have in store for Jamila Mapp regarding love? Just one more.
I don't know. It suddenly feels way more intense because thousands of people are listening.
Feels kind of heavy. We'll see what comes up. Ooh, one at a time, please. Is this awkward? It's like... Wait, there's one... It's funny, I thought I saw a peeker. We'll see if it comes out.
I think I saw one too. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Very white booty.
Oh, here we go. Okay, this is...
Some sexy cards.
Yeah, I work with the tarot of sexual magic for love questions. I want a black love deck, though. Honestly.
Me too. I'm like, do we need to make one? Because this is awfully Anglo.
I've had this on my heart, like making a black love deck for years now. I just am so busy that I don't have the time to or I haven't had the time.
There are not enough tarot decks with black and brown images. Shout out to Mahogany Tarot that we always use.
Yes. I love her deck.
Because you have to feel like you could connect to it.
Mm-hmm.
I do have... Okay, this is interesting. What does the future have in store for Jamila Mack regarding love?
Nah, try that out again. Put that one back.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Should I keep pulling or just leave it at 6?
Whichever you feel.
I'll pull 3 more. Okay. One more? Just one, please. Wow, okay. Okay, so, I could be picking up on your energy or energy around you, so just take it as it resonates, okay?
Okay.
The overall energy is the 8 of Wands. So the Wands rule passion, fire, creativity, and action. The 8 of Wands has to do with moving quickly, fast movement, travel, fast, intense communication, even possibly digitally, and also just having an expanded reach with the 8 of Wands. So it feels like, as this is the overall energy, there's something in your relationship that is moving very quickly. Lots of passion. So that's great. Spicy. Okay. We have the the King of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay. And the Page of Cups in reverse. So the King of Wands is divine masculine energy. When he's upright, this is someone who's a leader, who takes charge, who's passionate, very passionate, sexual, very attractive, very attractive.
Don't toot Orlando's horn too much, okay? Look,
it's reversed. No, but it's reversed.
Oh shit! Oh,
here.
Oh, uh-oh.
So it's reversed, and then you have the Knight of Cups in reverse and the Page of Cups in reverse. So this feels like someone that's actually not in your orbit right now. It feels like it's someone from the past, really.
I just want to preference everybody by knowing that not only am I doing a love reading in front of thousands of people, but my boyfriend is sitting here.
Yeah, this is really brave. It feels so with the King of Wands showing up in reverse. This is someone who is not taking action, and something about him actually feels really passionate and enraged. Someone who is upset. Okay, and they have a lot of suppressed emotions, and it's because they feel upset because they feel like they missed out on their chance, or they haven't and I want to cry too. They didn't do what they could have done, or what they knew you wanted them to do, or what they knew what was best for you at the time that they had their chance. So it feels like someone who is holding on, can't let go of the past, honestly, especially with this 4 of Pentacles here. The King of Cups is in... Sorry, excuse me. God, I keep misspeaking. Usually when I misspeak, there's something to it, but I'm going to move on. The Knight of Cups in reverse is also like an energy that just is insincere. Insincere, not genuine. The cups rule the heart space: love, compassion, emotion, joy, and intuition. So when the Knight of Cups is upright, this is someone who's very heart-led, heart-centered, dreamy, romantic, secret admirer type of energy, but it's in reverse. So it feels like someone who doesn't have, or who didn't have, the best intentions, and also just isn't emotionally mature. And then with the Page of Cups in reverse, when it's upright, it's an offering, a small gesture of love. It could be an I love you and I'm sorry and I forgive you, but it's in reverse. So it's like this person, it feels like they want to come forward to share their regrets, apologize, be on. I mean, it doesn't even feel like they want to be honest, but it's like all of these things that they've felt. It feels like now they're becoming aware of it, but they're not acting on it, and it has them very upset. And it feels like they're upset because they're seeing you move on with the Eight of Wands as your overall energy. You have the Seven of Wands, the Lovers, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so the Seven of Wands is a very protective, defensive energy. It does feel like you're protected. It does feel like you are really, especially with the Nine of Wands here, honoring your boundaries. And being protective when it comes to this external energy that really doesn't have anything to offer. Like, the Lovers in the heart of your reading, twin flame soulmate energy. You're protecting your love. You're protecting your connection. You do have the Three of Pentacles. The Pentacles rule things that are tangible and of the earth. Money, career, finances, resources. This is a collaborative energy. So this is a stark difference from the King of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Knight of Cups, Page of Cups energy. So it's like with this soulmate, you're building, you're collaborating. This is like competition versus collaboration. Wow. You have the Nine of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the World in reverse. Now this is interesting. With the Nine of Wands, this is wounded warrior, wounded healer energy, someone who's been through a lot, but they're exhausted, they're tired, and they're wondering whether or not they can keep going or move forward. The Four of Pentacles, though, suggests that, someone doesn't want to move forward, especially with the World in reverse. The World in reverse, I'm hearing something about unfinished business. So it feels like in the future, it's like as you continue to build with your soulmate, it feels like there will be some sort of challenge to that, or the person that's watching you live your best life and be happy. It feels like there's a desire to hold on and to keep you stuck in some sort of cycle. However, you're moving on. I mean, and you're moving on and onto bigger, greater things faster. A lot of passion here. A lot of passion. Passion, creativity, excitement. So just focus on that. I don't know why the past is coming up for regarding your future. However, it feels like even though this person isn't actually taking any action, it feels like they have designs.
Like they're privately
stewing. Yeah,
I can see how this could make sense. Mm-hmm. There's only one person from my past that I could think about that would be of any significance and represent specifically competition over collaboration. Mm-hmm. And there's only one person that would really have any type of control. And that is because we share a precious gift.
Child,
So that'd be the only reason. And quite frankly, it's probably pretty on point because I don't know. I've been feeling that lately a little bit. Not that I have a lot of communication because I don't need to, but I can just imagine. Honestly, we are living in a very digital world where everything is very public and you can see and check in on and. This is someone I've had a very long relationship with that I think probably thought I was always going to be around and always be accessible and like able to be fucked with. And I'm not. And I think that could probably frustrate anybody who thought like, oh, this is how it was going to go down. But again, no skill sets to really be honest, like wanting something that they cannot provide because there is a lot of hurt. And I feel that. And I feel sad for that person, you know, because at one point we were friends, but I really realized that they don't have the tools. But I think as I glow up and my happiness is, you know, extended more and more, I feel that little bit of like, not are you watching me? But
no,
like,
but he is.
He watching you, bitch.
Yeah.
Let me tell you right now.
Yeah.
He's watching you.
There's definitely a tether.
You and your little podcast.
My little podcast, my relationship, like how things have blossomed. But the crazy thing is I'm having a vision is like when I was struggling for that relationship to work, I remember specifically a lot of times being like, trust me, when I'm done, and you're going to be so fucking sorry you did this. I kept saying like, I'm only going to do this for so long. I kept saying it like, I'm going to do this for so long. And then when I move up out of here, I'm never looking back. And I feel that like that premonition is coming to reality because there's a lot of things that in my life that have blossomed, and especially in love, you know, in the last 2-3 years. And I feel the disappointment that like, damn, I didn't think that bitch was going to find love. So
yeah, with this, I would just say, you know, continue to protect your energy, set those energetic boundaries, because even though, let's say he has no knowledge of like anything having to do with magic or anything like that, it's still energy,
potent, the negative potency,
and it's still potent, exactly. And so even if he isn't consciously aware of that, like, you and the way you protect yourself is obviously just by continuing to take care of yourself, right? And really indulge in that love, in that passion, in that excitement, in everything that you're creating with your life, and setting the intention to like
ask for protection as it's happening.
Yes, exactly. Nothing to fear.
No Empress cards. No babies.
I mean, it's not here,
okay,
but we can ask about it if you want.
It's fine. It's Erica's turn.
Okay.
Am I that woman? No. And I'm on birth control, but is there a baby in there? I know magic stumps all things, including
we have a pregnancy pack. There's no babies yet. Okay?
I don't know. Jamaican sperm can outdo any copper IUD. Okay? Fuck this copper IUD. God's gonna make me marry.
Oh God, you're hilarious. This is so great. Okay, Erica.
I think I have a similar question. I want to know more about what the fuck was that?
It's the death card, which is ruled by Scorpio.
I love that.
You love that, yeah.
It's very scary,
right? I mean, in this deck, yeah, she's just powerful. Anyway, sorry.
Similar. Just I want to know like what the future holds for me in love and relationships, intimacy, babies.
Okay. So let's ground our energy.
We have a pregnancy pack, so yeah. Can I get more insight on that? The date, which year?
You ready?
Yes.
Okay, close your eyes, take a deep breath. And the death card in this deck was the first card to come out before I even started shuffling for you. And here it is again. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So yes, this feels affirming and feels like, yeah, thank you. I feel like I really needed to hear this message, so I appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome.
You hear that, nigga?
So anybody listening, for any of the women or men's out there listening, wondering, what does this all mean? It means you're the shit, and your ex is probably obsessing over you because you've grown and you've done the work. And you're a bad bitch. Keep on moving. Don't look back. Even if people are secretly plotting on you.
Exactly.
Love this. Well, thank you, Ashli.
Thank you, Ashli. Wait, tell everybody where they can find you. Ashli is obviously in our hood in LA. She does parties. She pulls up in different places in LA. If you're as lucky as us to find her in Studio City or Abbot Kinney or any of the classy Pacific Palisades, wherever she goes, tell her Good Mom sent you. And if you have a birthday party, a shindig, a corporate party coming up, this is your girl. This is a beautiful buzz. Support Black businesses and get your love reading here.
Mm-hmm. Yes, thank you.
Tell everybody where they can find you.
So you can find me on Instagram, Star Magic Tarot, and my website is starmagictarot.com. And I'm in LA. I go all over the place Wednesday through Sunday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. I always post my locations on Instagram.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was so thorough. I love this.
Good media in the Magic School Bus, okay? The Star Magic School Bus. Thank you.
Are you ready to head back up?
I'm ready. Let's go finish this episode.
Okay.
Oh my God, that was so fun. I love Ashli.
I love her too. She's legit.
And honestly, thank you, Divine Goddesses, for delivering us Ashli. She just gave us a fucking love reading of our life. It's gonna exclusively a little bit Wait, your reading's gonna be on Patreon?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was trying to say.
Oh, okay.
But it didn't really come out that way. Wow, that was amazing. I love Ashli.
I love her too.
That is very much a magical fucking bus. Mm-hmm. From someone who loved the Magic School Bus. My witchy dreams have come true.
Me too. I'm so happy that God just blessed us with her on that one day. How did you enjoy your reading?
I did. I mean, it's interesting for someone to tell you to prepare for protection. But most of the things I already knew in my gut.
I mean, I think she was just more so saying, like, you need to just, whatever boundaries you have, just make sure that they're solid and legit. Because I think, like, you've struggled with that in the past with him, and, like, feeling like you need to be more flexible or be understanding. Or also you're good at, you've been really good at, like, kind of just being like, it's fine, it's whatever, it's not a big deal. And, like, not knowing how that really has affected your energy, your energetic body, not even just your physical body, but just like you kind of pushing things away and saying, oh, he disrespected me and called me all these things, but I'm fine. It's totally fine.
This week he's being nice.
I'm going to call him. It's fine. I need to do laundry. I'm going to go to his house and wash laundry. No, bitch. He called you a fucking whore last week. You can't go wash laundry at his house. Yeah. So you've come a long way.
I mean, I have come a long way. I have. Even when she was mentioning it, I'm like, who could the fuck she could be talking about? I mean, there's only really one person that has any strings attached. But yeah, I think you're right. It is a matter of keeping strong boundaries and minimal communication, because that's what it is. And I think it's also really just like releasing, not the care, because obviously we have a common thing that I care about, but just releasing that I have no control over this person and how they show up for my person.
Yeah, but also having the boundaries for her too, because she doesn't necessarily have those tools yet. Like she's only 9 and I mean, that's her dad. So creating boundaries around your dad at 9 is absolutely impossible. So you have to do that for her. You have to create the boundary for her if that's necessary. And maybe that's also the message too, around just like really protecting her from whatever she needs protection from.
Yeah, and just having conversations and keeping it up. And also just not caring, because you haven't really shown me care, and like, so I can't really care.
Right.
I'm not in the space for that. How did you feel about yours? Which, you guys, is only going to be on Patreon. We only have enough time for one reading on this episode, and Erica's being very Scorpio, mysterious, private about her love life right now. So,
and this reading was very telling about my love life. It was very direct, and I felt like, what?
Do you think that she? Well, yes, it was very direct. But do you think she was telling you to watch your, like, not watch your back, but like Your front and your back?
Kind of. I think this is a trend that I've had, a message that I have been receiving a lot.
Do you think he'll do something crazy?
No. Ego.
You better fucking not. I'll beat your ass.
Ego won't do that. But it was just, I think.
I don't know.
No. No.
No, not that I think like harmful, violent.
No,
but
I don't think that.
I don't think the ego is as strong as you think.
I don't think that. It is. Oh, okay.
I think the craziness of like the obsession of wanting someone. This is from my own experience. When you're obsessed, your ego goes out the window. You're like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the crazy thing. I'm gonna show up.
But when time goes by, I would think that feeling numbs more. Like the call to do that maybe numbs more. But I don't know.
It also might up it more because you're like, I'm expecting you to pick up. I'm expecting you to call. I'm expecting you to come around. And then the longer it goes, like the obsession might get crazier.
I don't know, but the reading was kind of crazy. Just go on Patreon and listen to Ashli do my reading. It's something that, yeah, I don't know. It's something that's been coming up a few different times from a few different people that have read me. And I don't want to ignore it. But I also don't want to put a lot of energy towards it.
No.
Because I am very protected in my life. I've just genuinely been very protected when it comes to like matters of that degree, even if matters of the heart, like things being revealed to me and like in divine timing at crucial moments in my life where I'm about to make a big decision, moving, getting married, like all these things. Like I'm always protected when I'm about to make very big choices
that you're not supposed to.
And even like with Irie, like having Irie, like God said, no, I want this soul to come through, even knowing that like I was going to be hurt through the process, you know? So I think that, I think either way, I'm fine. And I wish that person love and space and all the things. But yeah, the reading was intense. But also it was a reminder of like the path that I'm on, which is like, is the self-love, is like the cleansing of of like the energies from before, from my body and my soul. And that's really the vibe I've been on. And that's actually why I got this deck for us, by the way. Self-love deck.
Oh, from Are We Really Strangers? We're not really strangers.
We're not really strangers. I don't know if you guys have heard of this brand, but I really love it. And the self-love deck has been interesting. It's like prompting me to really have to like deeply reflect on my wants, my needs, my desires, my icks. And I wanted to pull a few cards with you today, if that's okay, my dear.
Okay, donkey.
But first I want to roll a joint because it's time.
Yeah, you guys, we've been in the studio for 10 hours.
My poor child has been in the other room for 10 hours. Just, I don't even know what she's been entertained, I think. Now her bestie's here, so it's better. But it's been a long day for working moms.
I'm so grateful that our kids have each other. I mean, honestly, I'm grateful our kids have each other. I'm grateful we have each other. I'm grateful that we have Orlando now. Like, it's literally, each piece is an intricate part of everything that happens in our world. And like, I know you're talking before about our, like your mom, like our families being ready for certain, like, hey, what's up? You know, I think women parents do that. But I forget, like, now that as a mom.
What do you mean, what's up?
Like, am I going to meet someone? Am I going to meet their parents?
Oh, okay.
You know, like wanting to basically like leave you in safe hands.
Yeah.
Not that anyone's going anywhere, but when you said that, I just didn't think about it. But it's like, there have been times in relationships where I felt good and then suddenly I felt unsafe. You know, like that drop, like someone's done something crazy to me, and then suddenly I feel alone in the world. You know, and that's a very scary feeling. Like, oh, I feel safe and we're good, and then you slap me or some shit, and then I'm like, oh no, like I gotta call my dad. And then I'm like, bitch, you're not 12. You know, and then it's like, even then, it's like you can't call your dad because then, like, at this point, we're all adults, and like that's maybe asking for your dad to go to jail. You know, there's like all these, there's all these things that we like. I don't know.
There's so much to that. It's like don't call your dad because, there's that. There's also like, maybe I'll go back together with him and then it's going to be a bigger deal than it needs to be. And I don't want to expose him. I need to protect my family. It's like all these all these layers that a woman goes through and thinks about.
Or maybe you don't have a dad.
In moments of unsafety, you know?
Maybe you don't have a dad. Maybe you don't have a dad that's going to show up that way, or brothers or whatever. But like I do, I've felt that feeling of being being vulnerable as a woman in the world, especially having a child, and feeling like I feel much more powerful in partnership with you, with Orlando. Like I feel like I have my people and people have my back, and there's people who are not going to do things that are blatantly going to have me out here. You know what I mean? And so as a mom, I can understand how I would want that for my child. Not that I'm going to be the mom, like, I'm going to get some grandkids, but like just feeling like, I don't have to worry about you and this person. I don't have to worry about this person doing some crazy shit to you. And maybe because I've been in relationships where niggas have done crazy shit to me, like put their hands on me and shit like that. But I think that women generally are supposed to be wild and free and manifest and like utilize their intuitiveness and their magic. But we've so rarely been protected and felt safe enough to do that we have not been able to tap into that because we haven't been with safe relationships. And so I think safety brings like a whole different level to your ability to manifest.
It does, because the men are supposed to protect us so that we can get the messages.
So we can stay wild and be magical.
Wait, you guys, I want to show you these joint papers because this is like very exciting breaking news. Me and Milah have our own joint papers.
And look how cute they are. We also have matches. And guess what? They're pink.
Our papers are also pink to match our matches, and because we're some coordinating bitches.
Have you rolled a joint? Oh, we did roll a joint with them already.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, light it for me.
Oh, you know what? Because it says manifest with us, I'm gonna light it, and let's take a moment to manifest some things in love and in partnership.
Well, let's put some energy into this.
Okay. Okay. Ready?
Yep. Tastes like marriage.
I envisioned me at your wedding.
You did? Mm-hmm. Well, there you go. Tastes like marriage.
Tastes like marriage. How do you think marriage tastes?
Like salted caramel.
I like caramel with no
salt. A little
salt.
Salty, extra sweet.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. Okay, are you ready to play the self-love game?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's start. Should we start with past? Let's see.
Is it past?
Past, present, future.
Oh, I didn't realize that. That was just 1, 2, 3, like levels.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I'll do a little shuffle.
Okay.
A little tarot shuffle since we already got our tarots out of the way. Oh, God, it's going to be fun. Okay. Gonna pick one?
Uh-huh. Past. What did you feel bad for at the time, but are glad you did anyway? A lot of shit.
Are you asking? Is you asking me?
We're supposed to ask yourself, okay, but we're asking ourselves.
Okay. And, what is it? Do you know? Do you think?
What did you feel bad for at the time, but you're glad you did anyway? I'm glad I cheated on Adventure Bay.
Ooh. Oh.
I needed to go. And he needed to make me go fast. That was good.
Am I supposed to answer this as well? I think so, right?
Yeah.
What did I feel bad for in the past that I did anyway? Drop out of college. Yeah, I felt really guilty about that, but then it ended up working out. Worked out pretty good. I got a job traveling the world soon after that. Yeah, set me on this journey here.
Isn't it crazy to think the kids that we were hesitant to have literally there's a word I'm trying to say. Propelled us into this.
Well, the other day, what was it, yesterday? It was like, wow, we have a mom. How the fuck do I have a mom brand, essentially, and I didn't even want kids? Like, that's a fucking, what do they call it when it's like, in a movie when there's like a plot twist? Yeah, that's a plot twist, because that was not on my mind when I was in my 20s at all. I just wanted to have fun and be a famous actress.
I wanted to be a mom, but I don't think I really thought it out. I didn't want to be a mom in the situation that I was in, but, a tarot reading will do it. Am I pulling from the top?
Titty.
Reminder. I don't know if this is a question.
I think it's just a reminder then. What does it say?
It may be hard to see now, but you did the best you could at the time. Yeah.
I was trying to think of a moment that I can feel that way about. Still processing and probably still not. I probably still don't feel that way yet. Right. I guess, should I pick one? Here, you shuffle. Oh, look at this fancy.
We're using, now that we're dressing old-timey permanently, we also
I need to make it look old-timey.
No, I need to make it look old-timey.
Wait, hold on.
I think I need to trademark the word old-timey. It's an adjective. Bitch. All right.
I got lost. I'm really committing to this life, okay? I used to say in the olden days, when I was talking to my grandfather, that Papa, what was it like in the olden days? Okay. What forced you to grow, even if it was hard?
Motherhood.
Yeah, motherhood. Rejection. Yeah. Those two things.
Motherhood, I would say avoidance. Avoiding shit. I'm going to go to level 2.
Level 2 is present. The present. These are not tarot cards, okay?
What do you have great taste in? Everything. I like my fashion sense. I like how I dress and how I decorate.
I agree.
What do you think you have great taste in? And how I make businesses.
I think I have great taste in fashions. I think I have great taste in just aesthetically, like what I envision the energy and the vibe being. Like I'm a vibe curator, I would say. And I think I have good taste in girlfriends.
I was going to say that, friends.
Yeah, I have good taste in friends. I have a really well-curated friend group. It took me 36 years to find all of them, and it's ever-evolving. But for the most part, I have a very strong foundation. I don't really see it.
Oh, God, I'm having a hard time.
I really don't see the foundation shifting anytime soon. What are you spending more energy on than you have to give?
Stressing, negative thoughts. I'm spending more energy on negative thoughts and stress than I have to give. Because I don't have any time to give to anything negative, but sometimes I find myself having fleeting but still self-doubt. Negative self-talk.
Yeah, I was going to say negative self-talk. I would say talking badly about myself, about my body to myself. And then also I think because I'm a realist, and I think because I'm such a deep reflector of like all scenarios, sometimes I can focus on the worst case scenario. Even though I've also acknowledged the best case scenario, and I know that either one is possibility, but the worst case scenario also, I think it probably just rattles me more, so it sticks with me, and so it's always kind of lingering in the background even when I'm moving towards the path of the best case scenario. You know?
Yeah. I will probably think about the worst case scenario first and much more than the best case.
I think of the best case first, and then the worst comes in and creeps in with heavy motherfucking vengeance. It's like, hey, bitch, don't forget about this nigga over here, because we can fuck all this shit up.
I challenge everyone to check themselves when they have when they visualize or think of the most negative outcome first. I really challenge you to just, in every situation, think about the best outcome first and the most, and as soon as something else creeps in, let it go. Like the very best, like even more than your mind desires.
That's a great practice. Yeah.
Okay, I really invite you to do that. Like, and don't limit yourself either. Like, oh, that can't happen. No. Like, after I found out the 5 richest niggas in the world doubled their fucking wealth in fucking 4 years, I'm like, bitch, I can ask for anything.
It's basically like, let's up the delusion. Like, let's just be actually crazy. And you know what?
Positive delusion.
And those are the people that are often most successful. I mean, yeah, they have insane delusion around things, and it just works. So, yeah. Oh, your turn.
Is it?
I think so. I just read this one.
Oh. What's an outfit you feel great in? My naked body. This outfit's pretty cute.
Like a silky low cut dress, like that shows my titties, so I don't have to wear a bra. Like you can see them hang, and then also is cut very low in the back, and is form fitting, but just enough movement that it just like lightly just envelopes my body, and some sexy heels.
Yeah, give me a 6-inch heel. Give me a high slit. And yes, I love a low, almost to my ass crack back. Yeah, and a low plunge for my little titties.
I also love lingerie.
I like see-through lace, like lace that I can see through. I like, it's like classy, but also whorish.
And if we're talking clothes, like actual clothes that I have to put on that are cover me, high-waisted jeans, high-waisted bell-bottom jeans. I like those.
Yeah.
Hits the ass just right, accentuates the waist, flare. Perfect.
Flare never goes out of style.
They try to make it go out of style, and they always bring that bitch back.
You can't.
Because people try to make fun of you, like, why is she wearing bell bottoms? Like
they're in.
Like they try to make bell bottoms seem dorky every now and then in history. I don't know where I pulled this information, but I remember it feeling this way.
Okay. Oh my God.
Don't embarrass us with our matches.
It's me. It's not the match.
Get the other match. Uh-oh.
Okay, last one. Oh,
okay,
God,
3. We're going to future. We've done past. We're in the present. And now we're heading to the future. I also love these cards. I have the kids ones too, and I played with Irie. And at first I could tell she was playing with Marae, and then I came in and I was like, oh, let me play. And she's like, why? I was like, what the fuck?
Are kids like programmed to hate the person that brought them in this bitch?
I was like, what you mean, why? Because I want to know you? The fuck? Don't you want to know me?
Yeah, even I like.
And then she did it, and then she was into it. And I'm like, just shut up.
Even
please.
the irritation they get with us. Like, I saw Irie do it too, but Luna does it to me. I'm like, why am I annoying you? What the fuck did I do to feed you every day? Like, what? Like, it's like the disrespect is so crazy.
I mean, generally my daughter, she's pretty respectful. It's just whenever because she is so respectful, like whenever she gets out of line, it's absurd.
Like, what?
It's absurd. I'm like, whoa. Okay, why see these? You know what? I have a
these stay lit. You got to be careful. I almost very fiery fire.
What quality do you want to cultivate in yourself?
Like more? Here you go, baby.
Oh, sorry. God, there's a few things I would like to cultivate more. I would say I want to cultivate more like leadership, but like really positive leadership qualities where I'm like impactful in my leadership. It's actually changing the world, which I think we do, and I'm doing, but I just feel like I could be a better leader. I could be a softer leader, maybe a more even, I don't know. I feel like I have a lot more to learn in that space because I was an unexpected. I've always been a leader. I feel like I've always been a leader, but I feel like I've always had these qualities in me. But I never expected. I didn't know what it was going to be and what it was going to look like. And now that we're here and we lead in so many different ways, actually, is in our parenthood, in our motherhood, in our business. I think even like leading ourselves, like really feeling confident that I can trust myself and that I would want to be led by myself. Like I would want to work for me, you know? And
never thought about that.
Right. I think that quality and maybe being even more playful. I think that there's a level of like, seriousness that just resides in me, just in my design. But I want to tap into more of that freedom, and I think I already have that in me. I think I already live in that space, but I feel like there's even more. So I'm excited, and I want to cultivate more of that playfulness that I already exude. What about you?
I think those are really good ones. I concur. I would like to be a better leader. Just hone into those skills more. I would like to be more disciplined. I procrastinate, and I have like this avoidance. Like when I know I need to do something, like call the credit man, do this. I'm just like avoid, and then like I'm mad at myself. So I think it's time to not be a 12th grader that needs to do the project on Friday, but doesn't. And yeah, better leader, and more play. I think as there's a level of conscious play, you have to be intentional and practice, because adulthood comes with so much stress and so many real issues that feel urgent, and like motherhood too, and just survival, especially living in like LA and living at just this time, this season in the world. And I would like to just stop taking everything seriously. Like I'm pretty chill, but yes, I agree. The level of play could always be up. Excuse me. And just be more brave. And like have less self-doubt. I'm like always like, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Like, bitch, just do it. You know, it's like that Libra rationality, like this perspective.
Yeah. I think as I'm listening to you talk to, I'm realizing that a lot of this, what I want to in like the play space is really genuinely at its core just more presence, like being more present, so that my natural play can really thrive, whatever that looks like. Me in my most present, relaxed, like thriving, cup filling space. Like, who am I if I can do that? And if I can create and cultivate the environment so that I can do that. And I think that like I'm on a pretty good start, of creating that environment where I'm playing right now. I'm sitting here with my best friend smoking a joint, debating or, contemplating what play is. and about to leave to Costa Rica on my retreat
to
go play with a bunch of amazing, incredible stranger women that are going to be my friends in about 12 days. And then next I'm going to go on tour and go like tap into a different space and play at a realm of a different play of who I am.
Yeah, a different part of you.
And then I'm going to come home and I'm going to be a mom, and I'm going to explore what play is like for this person that I brought through, and like what we create together. And then me and my lover are going to play and create a whole other space of whatever the fuck that means for us. Like, I think I'm on a pretty good start. So I think it's like trusting that experience, like remember, like being present enough to know it's happening. Like you're in the play, bitch. You're in it.
You're playing
you don't
right
have
now.
to get to the play. You're in it. If
it's
you would
fun,
just relax,
right, and be like, oh
and
yeah,
it's
this
like,
is fun.
oh, I asked for all this. Oh my god, yes, I have business calls because that's what play involves too.
That's what adult play involves.
Yeah,
so, like that's real shit.
So it's like, yes, it's cultivating more presence, and really looking around and opening up my eyes and seeing like, oh, okay, wow, look at that. Oh, I'm here. Oh, wow, I'm sitting in front of cameras and no one's in the room, and I'm talking to my friend, and I used to be sitting in my living room, dining room table, and just like appreciating every moment and every part of it, and acknowledging the evolution of whatever that is to you, you know. And you start to look around and you're like, you start to be proud of yourself,
because play really got you here. You know, play had you arrive at this moment, like the moment you started to kind of like explore the play. That's when, voila.
So, yeah. Cultivating more play and presence.
Yeah, and you're right, like bringing that more into all the aspects of your life. You know, and sometimes it's just nice to remember that. Like,
even like thinking about like writing down what type of play, like what is the play you have with, like, how would you define the play we share, and versus the play you and Orlando share, versus the play you have with Luna, versus the play you have in your business? Like, you can think of something. You might not land on it exactly, but there is a feeling behind each one that exists.
Well, and I feel like, yes, there's a feeling behind each one that exists, and there's also there's also a string that attaches them all too.
Absolutely.
Because we all kind of play in the same way. Because we're all kind of like...
It's a web. It becomes a web of the people too, and where you guys meet in your play on their journeys that are separate from yours, and it just becomes this big web. And that's really like kind of what I feel like our existence here is about at its core, but we've come so far away from the play, and what life is supposed to be at its essence and its core.
Yeah,
and play then is now almost looks like either a privilege or
silly,
obsolete, or unnecessary.
Unnecessary is a big one. Like selfish, immature. Yeah, that's so true. But I don't know. I think our play is like, it's like carefree, but also it just reminds me of like, I just remember this one time, and like, I think it was like 4th grade or 5th grade, and each class was put in small groups, and it was the first time it was like, make a business. And I was like, that was the first time I ever had like the concept of someone giving me the power. And like, whatever, our group or whatever, like made everyone in the school collect coins. It was like called blank coin challenge. I'm just skipping it because it's also her school now. But we just collected coins from everybody in the school, and then we donated them. And I was like, oh shit, like we made an idea and everybody listened. And then I remember like me and Danielle, like, so we're going to start like a rhinestone princess t-shirt company, and like writing business plans on the Microsoft Word, and like ironing on things.
And look at her.
Yeah, for real.
So crazy.
But our relationship gives me that energy that like it's boundless. Because in those times, like I had this idea, like, oh, I could really do anything. I really felt that way. And then somewhere along the way, like all these other like doubts and things came in. And when we're together, I feel infinite possibilities, and it feels fun. It feels fun. Like, oh, what can we come up with? And also just like someone who we could just get into so much shit with, but also know we're always going to be okay. Like somehow, like, Okay.
We're going to get back.
Yeah.
Someone's going to get us back.
We're going to figure it out. Let's ask a stranger. They're going to know.
We can't look at our phones, but they can.
Like, just like the most fun, protected, free, liberating, fun, you know, that I've only experienced with like a handful of people.
Yeah. When I was thinking of our play, I felt the word conjuring come up. Like, and it's that feeling of like being able to like create anything. It's such a creative play, but it's also like a protective and like it's just adventurous play. And
it is adventurous. Yeah. I do feel like going on an exploration. That's what I feel like my real adventure buddy. Like let's do it. Let's pack our bags and just get in and start the engine.
Yeah.
And then like we've literally done that, but just in life, I feel like you're my ride or die. Like literally, we're riding and we're like just in the infinite universe.
Yeah, we're gonna leave our stamp somewhere along the way
in the spaceship. Like never seen this before. It's ours.
Give me one of those stickers. Give me one of those good mom stickers.
Put it here. All right, keep going.
Oh my God, yeah. But yeah, I think that's a great idea. Is like being able to name the type of play you create in each space, and then how you can cultivate that type of play even more in that space, and yeah, creating more play in your life.
And I think about people, even our friends or people listening, be like, "You bitches seem like you play a lot," and we do, and we have a lot of stories because we've been willing to like. To do all the crazy shit, you know, Coachellas and ecstasies and mushrooms and cars with, you know, strangers and all types of shit. But ultimately, I don't know. I just feel like do it even more, like up and just being present in it. And just like, if you think we have juicy lives and we still feel like we need to play more, this is your sign that you haven't done enough playing.
You haven't done it enough. Yeah. I feel that. Oh, well, I love this. This is beautiful. Thank you.
Yes, thank you
for indulging me and playing the self-love game. I think it's time to get out of here.
I think it's 20 minutes to 8 p.m.
Perfect.
Well, you guys, you know where to find us. Goodmoms_bad choices on Instagram. You can find me Milah_map with an H.
You can find me at Watch Erica. Make sure you check all the links in this episode description. We're going on tour. We're coming to your city. We're doing a Mother's Day retreat in May in Atlanta. And yeah, we be out. We be outside. So we be doing events with the people, with the community. And make sure you check out our Patreon. This season ends in March, and we're only going to be releasing full episodes during our off season on Patreon. So make sure you check out all of our Patreon offerings. And I love you.
I love you.
Love yourself. Love on yourself.
Play.
Bye.
Bye.